Coming up on the DMC Upside, the Del Mar College Title V Partnering for Student Success in South Texas grant sponsored our Summer Career Week. We'll tell you all about it.
The Del Mar College Student Enrollment Center is available to help you get started with college. We'll explain.
The Del Mar College Music Department held its 2014 Viking Summer Band Camp. We'll take you there.
Movie reviews are back this month, along with our regular segments, Board Watch, and Around Campus.
Welcome to the DMC Upside. This is our July edition. I'm Carlos Garanzuay.
And I'm Kira Hayes. We've got the latest news and information about Del Mar College.
The Title V grant, Partnering for Student Success in South Texas, sponsored a Summer Career Week for Del Mar College students. The 4-day event offered various career-related workshops.
On the week of July 7th through the 10th, 2014, the Title V grant, Partnering for Student Success in South Texas, held their Summer Career Week. Held in the new Career Resource Center, several workshops were offered covering topics of resume building, financial management, social media etiquette, and career assessment. These workshops are just some of the services that the Title V Partnering for Student Success in South Texas offers throughout the year.
We offer all kinds of workshops like this, not just this specific week, but we offer resume building to the freshman seminar classes. We're going to be doing a career fair both in the fall and spring semesters, and any student is invited to attend those also, where we bring local employers and things like that here on campus, and they're ready to look at your resumes, talk about upcoming job openings that they have and things like that. And then we also just kind of help with any kind of counseling or career advice that you might be looking for in addition to that. And if we can't help you, we can kind of point you in the right direction to some people who can.
The new Career Resource Center, located in room 127 of the Harvin Student Center, has access to additional vocational materials and computers to help students with their professional development.
And we have just recently purchased a new program which is called Focus 2. And so this is kind of for any student who maybe is unsure about their major or they just haven't chosen one yet. It's a really great way to do a little bit of career exploration and see maybe what career field works best for you. So you take a few tests and it kind of tells you what field you may be best suited for. And then you can go through and actually create your own plan and have something on paper for you to kind of map out throughout your course here at Del Mar. In addition to that, we actually have some great reading material here in all different kinds of career fields within the state of Texas and kind of the job outlook and things like that. And not in the Title V department, we also can refer you to our part-time career counselors, and they can help you with any type of career advice that you may need also.
For information on the Del Mar College Title V Partnering for Student Success in South Texas grant, call 361-698-2470. We're taking a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back.
Calling all anglers. Join Del Mar College's Foundation and LNB Inc. for a Stringers for Scholarships fishing tournament, July 25th and 26th at Marker 37 to raise scholarship funds. Win cash prizes for speckled trout and redfish categories while delivering Del Mar College students' dreams. Deadline to register is July 23rd. For fishing tournament details and registration, visit www.delmar.edu/alumni or call 698-1033. Stringers for Scholarships. Get hooked and get registered.
Catch the Viking spirit. Nationally recognized and locally focused, Del Mar College has been delivering dreams for over 75 years. If Del Mar College has touched your life, join the Vikings Alumni Association and help others achieve their dreams. Stay connected. Support scholarships. Explore the Viking Career Network. Join online today at delmar.edu/alumni for as little as $10 and get a free t-shirt. Show your Viking pride.
I spent the day in the shade of a tree, thinking how we best to spend this precious time that we've been given. I came to thinking that the best use of my time would be with you.
Just imagine the places we can go together. Del Mar College. Dreams delivered.
Oh, 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 oh.
Welcome back. The Student Enrollment Center at Del Mar College can answer questions about the programs offered at the college. They can also assist you with the admissions process.
Del Mar College offers over 250 certificates and degree programs to choose from. But before the students can attend their first class at Del Mar, they must file the necessary forms with the college. First-time students must complete an application for admission either online through the Texas Common Application website or by paper application from the administration's office. Students must submit an official high school transcript or GED test scores, show proof of Texas residency, and individuals under the age of 21 must also provide documentation of a meningitis vaccination. Applicants may also have to complete the Texas Success Initiative Assessment and pre-assessment activity to determine one's preparation level in reading, writing, and math. Lastly, students must consult with an advisor before registering for classes. The Student Enrollment Center, located in room 127 of the Harvin Student Center, can assist students with these requirements.
The Student Enrollment Center encompasses admissions, it encompasses advising, and also I have testing under me as well. And so usually here at the centers, whether it's here at the East Campus or the West Campus, they can fill out the Applied Texas Online, which I have computers available, and we also have students and staff that will assist them online. We will also do advising for them, so we can also speak to them about their classes. And then, of course, we will also help them complete their pre-assessment activity here so that they can go across the street and register for the TSI test. One of the things about avoiding the lines is we encourage students to start early. The earlier the better. Like when in April, when we opened enrollment, we opened up for summer 1, summer 2, and fall. And fall is ongoing. We register up until the day's class start, but we encourage students to start the sooner the better.
Enrollment at Del Mar College is ongoing until August 23rd. Classes begin on August 25th, 2014. Anyone interested in taking classes at Del Mar College should contact the Student Enrollment Center at 361-698-1290 or send an email to enroll@delmar.edu.
The Del Mar College Board of Regents hold meetings on the second Tuesday of each month. They create the policies and procedures for the college.
On July 8, 2014, the Del Mar College Board of Regents convened for their regular meeting. Item number 7 of their agenda called for a discussion and possible action related to a general obligation bond recommendation to address the critical needs of the college district.
We spent a tremendous amount of time with the board, with the faculty, with the staff and students talking about the facility needs to support students and instruction at this college. On the East Campus, we're looking at new construction to create the Phase 2 music to replace and to enhance the instructional capabilities of the programs offered to the music students and to add a general academic structure. We're looking at doing a major renovation to the White Library and some ADA compliance issues that would have to be done. The repurposing of the Heldon Fells Administration Building, provide the additional capacity in the central plant, primarily equipment, provide the infrastructure, IT, both underground and in the buildings that would support the technology in the classrooms as well as the building technology. We have now reached back and have included funding to renovate the Harvin Student Center, to go out and go ahead and repurpose the old or current music building, dollars to relocate administration into some other location, replacement of roofs that are scheduled. We have identified a number of alarm systems and notification systems that must be upgraded, and then the design and regulatory fees and contingency and inflation dollars that went along with these previously deferred projects. The West Campus need is, again, to provide the much needed general academic classroom space to support technical instruction. Then an upgrade to the central plant as well, and then you have your IT, and then some small dollars for landscaping, signage, parking, paving, and sidewalks. We had a major plan for South Campus of $158 million, but all that we're recommending at this point in time is some master planning funds of $1.8 million. That brings us to the overall recommendation for a general obligation bond funding at $157 million.
If it's fair to say, Dr. This can be a modified recommendation from the executive team of the college for $157 million, as we've reviewed and discussed. Is there anyone on the board that would be willing to make that motion?
Chair, I'll go ahead and move to accept the recommendation of the faculty for $157 bond issue. the obligation bond.
Okay, actually not the faculty, is coming from executive, from administration. Okay, we've got a motion by Gabriel, and then second by Elva Estrada. Let's do a roll call vote, please.
Dr. Adame?
Yes.
Mr. Boggs?
Yes.
Ms. Estrada?
Yes.
Ms. Hutchinson?
Yes.
Mr. McCampbell?
Yes.
Ms. Farger?
Yes.
Mr. Rivas?
Yes.
Mr. Walter?
Yes.
Mr. Watts?
Abstain. Motion carries.
You can watch the entire Del Mar College Board of Regents meeting on digital cable channel 19 in Corpus Christi every Friday at 2 p.m. and Saturday at 7 p.m. You can also watch it online at bit.ly/DMC Regents. It's time for a break, but don't go away. Movie reviews are up next.
Social media is bringing us closer together every day. The CCRTA invites you to stay in touch through any and all of our many pages. Follow us on Facebook for up-to-date news about the city and other issues in public transit. Stay up to date on rider alerts through Twitter. Find route information, maps, and more on our website at ccrta.org. View videos or take our downtown virtual tour on our YouTube page. Or email us with any questions or concerns. Be connected to the Corpus Christi Regional Transportation Authority.
During emergencies, Del Mar College provides important information to students, employees, and the public using different communication methods, including the college's website, social media pages, and the local news media. As a Del Mar College student or employee, you can get first-hand notices by signing up for the DMC Alert notification system. Go to www.delmar.edu/DMC Alert. Information about the college's current emergency situation is also available by going to www.delmar.edu, calling the college's public information line at 698-1600, going to Del Mar College's Facebook or Twitter pages, checking the Caller Times website at www.caller.com, listening to broadcasts by local radio and television stations, or checking local stations' web postings. These messages include actions students and employees should take, as well as inform the public of current decisions made by college officials. Messages will be updated as determined by changes affecting the current situation.
Survival in a chemical emergency depends on getting accurate information. For the latest updates on a chemical emergency, call 826-4636. Add this number to your emergency contact list, 826-4636. And don't call 911. Instead, for information, call the information line, 826-4636. Getting information is an important part of your personal safety plan. Be prepared. Get your personal safety plan information at cclepc.org.
Welcome to another installment of Movie Reviews here on the DMC Upside. I'm Robert Bettis Jr., and joining me today is Carlos Garanzuay.
Officers Schmidt and Janko are back undercover, but this time they are infiltrating secondary education. In 22 Jump Street, the partnership is tested with the obstacles of growing up in college. Starring Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, Ice Cube, Peter Stormare, directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, and this movie is rated R. This movie was funny. It was a rehash of a lot of the old stuff, which is good if your focus is going to be on the characters and the chemistry, because that's what you're going to see. Really don't care about the backstory. It's just the development of these two characters, and they have great chemistry. In general, I would give the movie a B.
I never saw the first one. But you know what? They let me know what exactly happened in the first one, and that it was going to continue exactly what was going to happen. It was a lot of silly, funny kind of stuff, great gags. It was one of those summer movies that, you know, let's all go out and have a great time. And you know what? I actually really did enjoy myself. The chemistry was good. You know what? They let me know what the next 40 films were going to be, and that's a big spoiler right there. But that was a big gag in itself, and I really enjoyed myself. I gave it a B as well. Edge of Tomorrow unfolds in the near future, in which an unbeatable alien race has hit the Earth in an unrelenting assault. Major William Cage, played by Tom Cruise, is an officer who has never seen a day of combat when he's dropped into what amounts to a suicide mission. Killed within minutes, Cage now finds himself thrown into a time loop forcing him to live out the same brutal combat over and over. Edge of Tomorrow is directed by Doug Liman and is rated PG-13. Groundhog Day meets Starship Troopers. This was a lot of fun. Doug Liman knows what to do with these elements, and he knows what to do with Tom Cruise. I had been disappointed last year and leading up to this film with some of the films that Tom Cruise came out with, but this one was actually, one of those films I was pleasantly surprised, and dare I say it, I'm becoming kind of a Tom Cruise fan, if of course you have the right elements in place. I think Doug Liman really handled this material very well, and I gave this film a B+.
I agree with you with the movies that Tom Cruise has done. I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan, and a lot of movies tend to be Tom Cruise as. And it's the same movie, Tom Cruise, but with a different suit on, a different hat on. I think Liman really helped Cruise in developing the characters as opposed to it just being Tom Cruise as. Based on that, I gave it a B+ also. Steven Spielberg and Michael Bay bring a new threat to the human race in which Optimus Prime and the Autobots must rise to extinguish before all humans are obliterated. This fourth installment of the Transformers franchise, Age of Extinction, stars Mark Wahlberg, Nicola Peltz, Stanley Tucci, and the voice of Peter Cullen, and is rated PG-13. A lot of bombs, a lot of explosions, a lot of action. Not really a whole lot in terms of substance. It's got a lot of flash. If you're just going to see a lot of explosions, a lot of girls, a lot of action, and not too worried about substance, this movie is for you. I had to give it a B+.
I've never seen any of the Transformer films, but I think I get a feeling of what they all were kind of about. Michael Bay has been hit pretty hard by critics of all kinds, and even fans, of how he handles the material. This was like wall-to-wall action. I mean, it didn't really let up, and I gotta hand it to him on that one. If you're gonna go and you want to see an action-packed film, and really don't care a lot about the talking, this is your film. I gave the film a B, but you know what? It's a good fun film for the summer. The big screen version of the Tony Award-winning musical Jersey Boys tells the story of 4 young men from the wrong side of the tracks in New Jersey who came together to form the iconic 60s music group, The Four Seasons. Their trials and triumphs are accompanied by the hit songs that influenced a generation, are now being embraced by a new generation of fans through the stage musical. Jersey Boys is directed by Clint Eastwood and is rated R. Very nostalgic. Clint Eastwood's love for music, you can feel it. The way he embraces the performances. In some movies, biopics and stuff like that, they kind of chop a lot of the songs. Being a musical, it lends itself to, I guess, what Clint Eastwood does very well. Of course, that's a gangster kind of vibe going through this film. Very Goodfellas feel. And it's not bad for a musical translation. It's a good film. I gave it a B.
It would be very easy and very unfair to sort of lump this up with movies like Ray or Walk the Line, and I think that would be an initial instinct for a lot of people to do. But Clint Eastwood does a fabulous job of his own version of storytelling, and you can see that in this movie. I think a lot of moviegoers hopefully will go to watch the movie with an open mind and not just sort of box it in and categorize it as, okay, well, it's a music movie. And Clint Eastwood does do a fantastic job of storytelling. I gave it an A-.
That concludes movie reviews, and we'll be right back with more of the DMC Upside. Don't go away.
Plan your next event at Del Mar College's Richardson Performance Hall. Our facility accommodates conferences, concerts, religious events, and private parties. We have 3 lounges, balcony elevators, and a convenient drive-up drop-off. For productions, Richardson Performance Hall has more than 1,700 seats and is outfitted with staging, rigging, lighting, and sound capabilities, plus many patron and performer amenities. Book your next event at Richardson Performance Hall. We create dreams, one event at a time. For more information, call 361-698-2228.
Here's your check. you got it? You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I spent the day in the shade of a tree, thinking how we best to spend this precious time that we've been given. I came to thinking that the best use of my time would be with you.
Just imagine the places we can go together. Del Mar College, dreams delivered.
Thanks for staying with us. This month, we went around campus and asked students, what advice would you give to incoming freshmen? This is what they told us.
Make sure all your paperwork is in order before you come through the registration line. No use in getting sent back over and over.
Study, 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 and don't procrastinate. Just because you have the free time, take it and study, because Del Mar is one of the hardest colleges in the United States. So don't take it for granted. Just, take advantage of the free time you have and study. It doesn't take you far.
To make sure you do your labs, because if you don't do your labs, that's like a good 30% of your grade. So if you mess up on anything else, then you're just pretty much going to basically fail.
Practice good study habits. It follows you. If you procrastinate in high school, you're going to procrastinate in college, and it will show.
You can learn a lot more from your peers than just sitting and listening in class. So if you don't know something, don't feel afraid to just ask the person sitting next to you. Ask the teacher too, but, hunt everyone around you too.
Study more, take notes in class, be here every day, because they take attendance. You miss 3 days, they drop you.
Take advantage of the free resources that we have on campus, because we have free tutoring for practically every subject. So if you take advantage of that, that can help you in your classes.
If you get here 30 minutes before your class, so you can get a good parking spot.
I would tell them to get involved in all the clubs that the school has to offer. We have different, clubs such as the peer tutoring club, just something that focuses on what you like, what you're interested in. And I think initially when I started, if I had found a group that had the same interests as me, if it was art, if it was English, it would have, motivated me to do better.
Well, my advice to incoming freshmen would be don't procrastinate. And if possible, try and do study groups where you study with your friends or anything that would help.
It's not like high school, just be ready for anything and just make the best of it.
June 16th through June 20th, 2014, the Del Mar College Music Department held its annual Viking Summer Band Camp. The camp centers on comprehensive music education and artistic advancement for junior high and high school students.
On June 20th, 2014, nearly 90 students from the Coastal Bend area participated in this year's Viking Band Camp held at Del Mar College's East Campus.
And what it is, it's basically a 5-day symposium, if you will, for students ranging from 6th grade level all the way through high school. We put them in classes, we put them in sectionals with instruments, and we share musical ideas, all in preparation for a couple of final concerts at the end of the week. We hired some area band directors who were, as far as I'm concerned, the most skilled people in the profession. We also had the help of many of our faculty members here at Del Mar College, and we had student assistants that helped prepare this. It's taken weeks and weeks to prepare this. But without everybody's collaborative effort, it would be completely impossible. Thank goodness we have a leader like Professor Cynthia Bridges, who has the vision of making this the biggest thing in South Texas of its type, and we have her support.
One of the highlights of the Viking Band Camp is the final performance concert at Richardson Performance Hall.
To sit on the Richardson stage in front of all of those people with the light shining in your face, that'll change your life, and that's what this camp is intended to do, is to give them a positive experience so that they'll understand music at a different level. It become more intellectual, they become more responsible, they become more mature, not only musically but emotionally. and we want them to keep coming back.
With the completion of a successful camp, plans are already underway for the 2015 Viking Band Camp.
Next year, hopefully we'll double the size of the camp and triple it after that. The sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. We want Del Mar to be the natural place that you just go to school when you graduate from high school, regardless of where you want to graduate from. And it starts at the summer camps. You got to give the kids something to be interested in. And even though this is it may seem obscenely early for them to decide what they want to do with the rest of their lives, it will influence them 3 or 4 years down the road when they're juniors and seniors in high school and all of a sudden they're fighting the clock. These experiences, I think, will help motivate them.
For more information on the Del Mar College music program, go online to www.delmar.edu/music or call 361-698-1211. That concludes this edition of the DMC Upside.
The DMC Upside is on digital cable channel 19 in Corpus Christi every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. You can also find us online at youtube.com/Del Mar College.
The DMC Upside will return with an all-new show in August. We hope you'll tune in. Until then, I'm Carlos Garanzuay.
And I'm Kira Hayes. Thanks for watching.